everybody, I'm Patty Cesarini, and welcome into another edition of the State Champs High School Sports Show right here on WDIV Local 4, presented by Lawrence Technological University. Today I'm posted up at West Bloomfield High School, where the Lakers went head-to-head with the Rochester Adams Highlanders in an epic rivalry showdown. We will recap everything later in the show. And Warren De La Salle's boys soccer coach Mukhtar just made history, becoming the winningest coach. We will give the legend his flowers, and we are cranking up the energy. For the first time in a long time, we wired up a coach during practice. Rochester Adams head coach Tony Petrito let us eavesdrop, and trust me, you aren't going to want to miss that. But first, you know the drill. Let's check out the best action under the lights. Here's Ryan Slocum with the hit list.
We begin on the west side of the state, where two undefeated powers collided. Hudsonville hosting Caledonia. The Fighting Scots trailed 14-0 in the second, but Conlon Schultz connects with Aaron Collins for a 96-yard house call. But it was still all Eagles after that. Braden Van Lake making a strong Mr. Football top 10 case. He punches in a pair of second-half scores as Hudsonville rolls 38-6. Next, another clash of unbeatens from the left coast. Unity Christian welcoming Forest Hills Eastern. The Hawks strike first. They're up 7-0, but Unity Christian storms back with 35 unanswered points. They stay perfect, 35-7. To the Lansing area, Williamston taking on Mason. The Hornets were dominant from the opening snap, pitching a shutout, 28-0, to improve to 3-0. Eastbound on I-96 for a KLAA West showdown, Northville at Howell. The Highlanders grabbed a 7-3 lead, but the Mustangs come charging back, scoring 14 straight. They remain perfect by a 17-7 final. Detroit Catholic Central, ranked second in the state champs top 20, hosting Clarkston North of Ontario. Duke Banta finds Mr. Football candidate Samson Gash for the early score, and then it was the Gash younger brother Gideon in the corner, all Catholic Central, and a 41-28 victory. Staying in the Catholic lead, Orchard Lake St. Mary's facing Warren De La Salle at Jimmy John's Field. It was total domination by the Eaglets. Jabin Gonzalez breaks loose and takes it to the crib, helping St. Mary's cruise 49-10, setting up a showdown with Catholic Central next week. Brother Rice honoring the late coaching legend El Fracassa before taking on Toledo Central Catholic. The Warriors fought to a 14-14 tie in the second, but Toledo's relentless ground game would seal it. They win 28-14. Gibraltar Carlson taking on the defending Division V champs Notre Dame Prep. Mr. Football candidate and Purdue commit Isaiah Wright was unstoppable. 3 rushing touchdowns, powering the Marauders to a statement dub, 42-21. They too are unbeaten. And in the OAA White, Harper Woods hosting Birmingham Groves. We keep saying his name, and you better learn it if you don't know it yet. Dakota Garant strengthening his Mr. Football resume, leading a 35-8 victory. To see more highlights during the weekend, head over to our State Champs social media channels.
Hi, everybody, and welcome into another one of our Volleyball Player of the Year updates presented by Michigan Elite Volleyball. Alongside Ren McCulley, I'm Patty Cesarini, and thanks so much for joining us. In Ren, today we are highlighting Kaylin DeBoise from Bloomfield Hills High School. She's a middle blocker that's playing at the outside. How unconventional is that?
Very unconventional, right? You think of a middle blocker, you think, hey, don't let them pass, right? Don't ever let them pass. She is not like that. She plays in the back row. She hits out of the back row. She can probably hit any position in the front row. She is just a dominant force for Bloomfield.
And Kayla is a Harvard commit. She will be attending there next year. And remember that you can cast your vote at statechampsnetwork.com. And she's a big part of why they have made a jump in our rankings from 16 into 3. And then we also have a couple of new teams that joined the ranking. We have 4 to be exact. In a couple of weeks, we will have updated rankings for you. So make sure you check our social medias. You will see us again next week. And thanks so much for joining us.
Here at Warren De La Salle, I'm Lauren Withrow. Coming up on State Champs, we go inside one of Michigan's toughest boys soccer programs. The legendary coach behind it and the players fresh off last year's state championship title looking to defend. More on De La Salle boys soccer after this.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
What's more authentic than a Hungry Howie's Detroit-style pizza? Nothing. We're not playing around with the pizza of our birthplace. Thick crust, cheese to the edge, sauce on the top. Where it belongs. We've seen a lot of fakes out there. Not here. This is authentic Detroit-style pizza. Order yours now online for $12.99. We sauce the top and rep for the 313 everywhere. We do bold. Hungry Howie's.
Welcome back to State Champs. I'm Robbie Elliott. Let's run it back with the best of Michigan high school sports, starting on the east side of the state. MAC Blue action on the pitch. Lance Cruz North hosting Marysville. Senior Peter Andriopoulos burying 4 goals. The Crusaders got scoring from 3 more teammates and shut out the Vikings 7-0. To the OAA, Berkeley welcoming Seaholm. The Maples in white came out flying with a 3-0 lead in the early second half, but Berkeley would not go away. They stormed back to tie it, and with the game knotted at 4, Brody Kane sniped home his 3rd of the game, a top-shelf rocket. Berkeley pulls off the 5-4 thriller.
I'm Chris Gorski bringing you the West Side Rewind, OK White Soccer, East Grand Rapids squaring off with undefeated Forest Hill Central. Late in the match, Ben Bockert floated a beauty into the 6th, and Ulrich Dongmo one-timed at home. Forest Hill Central stays unbeaten with a 2-1 win. To the pool, defending state champs East Grand Rapids girls swim hosting Holland Christian. Cameron Seegers of Holland Christian showed off her state title form with wins in both the 100 free and 100 back. But the Pioneers locked in during the relays. Ivy Chu anchored the 200 freestyle win, and EGR takes the meet overall.
Let's head back east on the tennis courts. Number 2 Detroit Country Day hosting number 7 Northville in a clash of powerhouses. DCD showed why they are elite across any division, sweeping every flight for a dominant team win. And we close it out on the volleyball court. Clarkston hosting defending Division I champs, Northville. It was all Wolves in this one. Marley Smith, a Volleyball Player of the Year candidate, dished out 31 assists in a 3-set sweep. Want more fire highlights like these? Follow at State Champs Mish on all our socials. Run it back.
Here at De La Salle, there's been one constant on the sideline for decades. Coach Thayer Mukhtar. Now in his 37th season at the helm, Mukhtar has turned this program into an absolute powerhouse in Michigan boys high school soccer. Last season, Mukhtar led the Pilots to their first state championship title since 2005. It was his 6th title as coach and ended a 19-year drought. This fall, Mukhtar notched win number 600, further cementing his position as the all-time winningest coach in Michigan high school soccer.
No one comes to our house and beats us. Your game, boys. Yeah! 600 wins at De La Salle is pretty huge. It just means I'm getting old.
For Mukhtar, the decades of winning only tell part of the story. Behind every milestone, he says, is a team of young men who have made the journey worth it.
I just like to feel like I've touched some lives and I've motivated some young men to reach goals in their life and gave them the confidence that they can do more than they ever thought was possible.
That impact isn't lost on his players, who say his demanding style comes with purpose.
He's a tough coach, but, the tough love. He expects the most out of us every time we play, and he'll get on you when you're not doing the right things, and that's kind of what you want.
He just instills a lot of discipline in boys to make them into young men. And I think that's just a big thing, not only for soccer, but into life, that he's taught a lot of us.
You got to take care of business now. I'm tough on my players, but you know what? I love them to death. They know that. They know they can always count on that.
The toughness starts before games even begin. Players say practices under Mukhtar feel like game day, and that's by design.
I've been telling the boys during the season is to be able to play hard and play well, you have to play hard and play well in training. And that's by pushing each other not only on the field, but off the field.
After last year's title run, the expectations haven't cooled off. This fall, the Pilots set goals of winning the Catholic League, having a program best season record, and defending their state title.
I think this team can do anything they put their mind to. We got a hardworking group of guys, and I think it'll set us up well for the rest of the year.
Let's get this victory. Let's go for it.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, brothers.
How much do you hate losing?
Pretty bad.
That mindset has become the heartbeat of this program. Their team motto is, if you finish second, you finish last.
Isn't life competition? So I try to teach the boys, never be satisfied. Do the best you can. And if you don't make it, don't make it. But never be satisfied with where you're at in life. Those people who get satisfied stay here. Those people are always hungry, are passing them up. And I want my children to pass people up.
Even after all the rings and trophies, Mukhtar says that's not all this is about.
To be honest with you, I could have stepped away years ago. I came back for these guys. I always tell the boys, you know what it's about? It's about the journey. It's about the journey they took to get to where they're at.
I'm Lauren Withrow for State Champs.
Time now to check this out. Powered by Lawrence Technological University. Soccer is booming across Michigan with more than 60,000 youth athletes competing statewide. The game is more than just a pastime, it's a pathway to college. At LTU, that pathway runs through Andy Richards, who's led the Blue Devils since 2016. He brings nearly 30 years of college coaching experience, including stops at Oregon State and Bowling Green State. Under Richards, LTU women's soccer has earned multiple postseason appearances and double-digit win seasons, including a run to the WAC semifinals just last year. But what makes LTU's program truly unique is how student athletes are recruited, not just scouted, but invited to step in and experience the team before they commit.
That's a great recruiting tool for us, especially during fall season when we're in full flow. We get a lot of girls who come out. They might take a tour of campus, meet with an academic professor, spend some time with the girls on the team, and then come to a practice. And that's such a great resource for us. We get a really good look at them. They can tell where they're going to fit in our program.
Coach Richards hosts multiple ID camps and training visits throughout the year, giving players an honest look at the next level.
Just contact me and say they'd like to come and visit campus, and we'll tell them when we train and where, and we pick a date and we go from there. We've had a lot of kids who've come to that, and then on the back of that they might come back and do that personal visit and joining on a real training session with the program. So I think the hands-on approach for us has been good.
It's easy to recruit yourself. Just go to LTURecruitYourself.com. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious, make magic.
I'm Robbie Elliott, the social media manager here at State Champs, and it's that time again. The top viewed highlight across all our social media platforms. This one coming from the pitch, Brody Kane from Berkeley capping off a hat trick with an unbelievable goal. If you want this highlight to be yours, remember statechampsnetwork.com/fanvision or our social media DMs.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
At Alto Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alto Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Leeboy, Sonnenbogen, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alto Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
In a world where the magic of movies transports us to new realms, there exists a place where curiosity takes flight. Lawrence Technological University, where curiosity isn't just encouraged, it's celebrated. Here, minds ignite and dreams take shape, where innovation isn't just a buzzword, it's a way of life. Explore the magic of discovery. Experience the wonder of Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
Welcome back to State Champs. I'm Lauren Plant. It goes without saying that we were heartbroken when we heard of the passing of legendary Brother Rice head football coach Al Fracassa. His legacy speaks for itself. So we decided to pull some reflective moments pulled from past State Champs documentaries about what Al Fracassa meant to so many.
I think he is the Lombardi of high school football. His ability to get inside of that kid and really pull things and draw things out of them is unique.
When I think of Coach Fracassa, other than my father, he's the most influential person that I've ever had in my life, and that's a lot of coaches throughout my career.
There's not a finer person around than Coach Fracassa, and I think that's where it begins. And I think as a player, or even as a parent, you want your kids to play for somebody like that that's going to teach you, integrity and to stay on the right path, make good decisions, and understand that there are consequences. And I think he did that for all the players that, stayed and did what was asked of them.
I want to be like him. I want to be that strong and be that important of a person in people's lives. I think it's just something that you want to try to emulate as much as you can.
He was a guy of morals and God and discipline and work hard and work ethic, and those are a lot of the qualities that I utilized in my life to persevere, if you will.
The Brother Rice motto when I played my senior year was never, never, never give up, and I've never forgotten that. I took that very seriously. I know he does those as mottos, but to me that was just the way it was for me. I mean, I just never gave up.
If you love something a lot with all your heart and soul, you can be successful. I don't care what it is. And this is what I try to preach to my kids. You gotta love it, because you're gonna work hard, you're gonna be exhausted, and you're gonna have to come back the next day and you gotta do the same thing over again. Now that takes a lot of hard work and that takes a lot of courage, but what you're learning out there on that football field, it's going to help you later on in life. You'll be thinking about that.
What can you say about a guy? I mean, how many state titles has he won? How many games has he won? The longevity he's been able to have as a high school coach in this state at a major institution in this state, places play a high level high school football as you can get, and the success that he's had.
I think that's the essence to Coach Fracassa is he's more interested in you becoming a good man than he is a good football player.
The good Lord was always there for me, and don't let anybody tell you, when you pray, good things happen.
All right, now it's time to turn up the volume. Here is head coach of the Rochester Adams Highlander football team, Tony Petrito, mic'd up so you can see just how he gets his guys ready to go. This is the grind before the glory. Welcome to 4th and Loud.
Tom, I'm live. Watch out for this guy back here. Ready to go?
Of course.
Have fun, right?
Yep.
Don't push anything, right? Just go, but go under control.
Yeah.
Right? You know, I meant when you don't answer your phone, I call you, but.
I'm sorry. I don't know what
That's
I'm doing.
okay. I just want you to get the message. Or just cancel my 6 o'clock haircut.
You got a 6 o'clock haircut?
Not anymore. I canceled it.
Oh. Who cut your hair?
I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. But the return motion guy is the second runner. So the guard's going to kick, and then the eight's going to come back, and then be the insert on in the read. So you don't run by a hat. So the guard's going to kick. You run inside the read. There's a chance because we're comboing down. It could be a safety run in the window. Don't run by anybody. First guy you see in that window, bang. Like night practice?
Yeah, it's nice and cool. The energy's up.
You a little nap in?
Yeah, after school.
Come on, coach. If he's here, I want you as close as you can without touching it and get vertical. Move the chains. They can't score if we have the ball. There you go. There it is. There it is. Under control. Lower your hips and get a better fit. Right? Don't do what's easy. Do what's hard. I know coach is tough to block. All-world linebacker. Yeah. Slippery, I like it, Cam. Slippery. Hey, nice. Hey, just trust it. Just trust it. Just go. Trust it. Follow your instincts. Don't even think. Just go. Just go. Why are you laughing at me?
He calls you a bot. It's kind of funny. Get it down. Are you a bot?
For my daughter, I am.
You're not the greatest with technology, but
Is that what that means?
like a bot, like a robot.
Oh, okay.
Like you're not advanced with like the tech.
I am not.
GH left, hump right, GH.
Talk.
Hey, what's up? It's Sean Belizean. Look, I'm mic'd up as well, and you're not going to believe this. We're at the campus of Lawrence Tech University, and guess what? We've got a change to the Mr. Football Award, don't we, Lauren Plant? That's right, Sean. I'm mic'd up, and that is Mr. Football. And we also have a conversation online in our Amble Award race. Coach Tim Beckler, another Notre Dame guy?
Another Notre Dame guy. This guy is a big fish in a small pond from the west side of the state. Watch.
All right, we're going to talk about it online at statechampsnetwork.com. Mr. Football changes. We've got an update in our Amble Award. Do that, of course. This award presented by Hungry Howie's. What does that mean? It's customer appreciation time right now at Hungry Howie's. So go online to hungryhowies.com and get the coupon code. Get 25% off your order. State Champs will be right back.
From our very first breath, curiosity is why we question everything through barrages of whys and how comes. It now needs the tools to will its vision into existence. Tools that will forever allow curiosity to obscure the line between technology and magic. Be curious. Make magic. Lawrence Technological University.
What's more authentic than a Hungry Howie's Detroit-style pizza? Nothing. We're not playing around with the pizza of our birthplace. Thick crust, cheese to the edge, sauce on the top. Where it belongs. We've seen a lot of fakes out there. Not here. This is authentic Detroit-style pizza. Order yours now online for $12.99. We sauce the top and rep for the 313 everywhere. We do bold. Hungry Howie's.
Welcome back to State Champs. I promised you that OAA Red matchup between Adams and West Bloomfield. A perfect night underneath the lights. Sean Belizean and Grant Perry had the call.
6:48 to go here. Direct snap. Shakespeare into the end zone. Touchdown, Lakers.
2nd and 5 now for the Highlanders. Nolan Ferris, the senior quarterback, gets the start. Back to pass. Looking, got a man out there. Over the shoulder catch. Makes a cut, makes another cut. Inside the 10, touchdown. Oh, baby, is that a highlight reel catch and juke to Cameron Dawood.
I mean, coming into this game, Sean, we had questions. Is Rochester going to be able to throw? There's no Rhino Waters. You know, what is Nolan Ferris going to bring to the table? But he brings it, man. He's throwing the football. He's trusting his receivers.
That punch blocked, and that's going to go out of the end zone. That's a safety, and the Lakers getting the ball back. What a fun night here in West Bloomfield. These two teams put on another instant classic. Final score here tonight. West Bloomfield comes away with a 12-6 victory. And another fantastic game here on Game Time Live. We're making that a habit, and Grant Perry, I have a feeling next Friday night will be the same. We are going to head out to Macomb, Dakota, as the Cougars host the Sterling Heights Stevenson.
You talk about defenses in the OA Red. Get ready for that MAC Red matchup. Defenses are going to come alive. It's going to come down to explosive plays. Can't wait for it.
So we're cordially inviting you to join us next week here on the State Champs Network and Local 4+.
Well, week 3 of the high school football regular season, Rob, State Champs Score, our second week bringing that to you. Thanks so much if you checked it out. If you didn't, you can go back and watch it on YouTube right now. And we kind of had a tale of 2 different games. We had some blowouts, but then we had some nail-biters.
It's called high school football. You never know what you're going to get. And I think the one that surprised you and I the most was Orchard Lake De La Salle. It was very lopsided. The Eaglets look pretty good, and they're going to be Catholic Central next week. So 2 of the best teams in the state are going to meet head-to-head.
All right, thanks so much. That'll do it for us. For Rob and Ryan, we'll see you next time.
And that's a wrap for week 4 of the State Champs High School Sports Show on WDIV Local 4, presented by Lawrence Technological University. Next week, we will be back with more recaps, award updates, and Chelsea Cooper will be back as she gives us a recap on Victory Day downriver. And finally, we want to send all of our love and gratitude one more time to the late Coach Al Fracassa, a legendary coach whose impact was felt by thousands. You can watch our full-length tribute on our State Champs YouTube page. Thank you so much for watching this week. I'm Patty Cesarini, and we will see you next time.
State Champs High School Sports Show on WDIV Local 4 is presented by Lawrence Technological University. With over 24 NAIA varsity sports, we want you to recruit yourself at LTURecruitYourself.com. State Champs is also brought to you by Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Alta Equipment Company, Michigan's #1 construction equipment provider. Get the right equipment for your project every time with Alta Equipment. And Michigan Elite Volleyball Academy, consistently developing players at the highest level of amateur competition.